Starting April 1st, LM Wind Power established a research and development operation in Grand Forks. The R&D discussions with LM Wind Power began over 6 years ago. That was when Hal Gershwin, president of the Grand Forks City Council, former Dean of Engineering John Watson, and the EDC traveled to Denmark for one day of meetings, and we met with the CEO of LM and his team during that time. This new enterprise is going to be located in the REACT building and is significant for three very important reasons. Number one, R&D is the highest form of economic development, and that's important in itself. Second, it really underscores UND's importance to the economic growth of our region. And finally, the R&D facility enhances LM Wind Power's presence in and commitment to Grand Forks in our region. I think that's really mentioned. We have a few people that will be speaking today, and let me begin with Kevin Rusk. And Kevin is the Director of Core Engineering at LM Wind Power, and also Kevin graduated from UND and currently lives in Denmark with his family. Kevin?
Thank you, Klaus. I'm Kevin Rusk. I'm the Director of Core Engineering Functions at our global headquarters in Kolding, Denmark. And I'm extremely happy to be here today to help announce the opening of a Global Research and Development Office here at the REACT building in Grand Forks. LM Wind Power has partnered with the University of North Dakota for several years, as Klaus mentioned. We've worked on a number of projects ranging from simple testing of lambda samples, the support of mechanical engineering senior design projects, to the recent sponsorship of several graduate students in the chemical and mechanical engineering departments. This office will be home to global LM Wind Power personnel from product development and core engineering, our quality and non-destructive testing development center of excellence headed by Chad Frost, and advanced manufacturing technology, each department providing key input to our global research team. We have several development projects underway at this time across these teams, and the move to this facility will allow us to accelerate these programs. Our proximity and access to the university resources will also allow us to expand the project portfolio that is assigned to these teams. We fully expect that this arrangement will continue to provide employment opportunities for engineering students and graduates, which is extremely important to us at LM Wind Power. And this office extends our global R&D footprint to 7 locations globally, including 3 facilities in Denmark. We have an office in the Netherlands, an R&D center in Bangalore, India, an office opening this summer in Beijing, and now here in Grand Forks. The opening of this facility in North Dakota is a result of the successful relationship LM Wind Power has enjoyed with the community, with the university, and the state of North Dakota, and further demonstrates LM's commitment to the North American wind energy market. So in closing, on behalf of LM Wind Power, I'd like to thank Klaus and Keith Lund and Mayor Brown from the city of Grand Forks for working with us throughout this process. I'd like to thank Dr. Phyllis Johnson from UND and her team for arranging the REACT space for us. I'd like to thank the engineering and technical teams from UND who have provided great support to us over the years. And finally, thanks to Bill Berga and the North American LM Wind Power team for supporting this initiative. So, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Our next speaker is Dr. Phyllis Johnson, VP of Research and Economic Development at UND. I'd like to indicate that Dr. Johnson and her team are very instrumental in securing this opportunity. Phyllis, please.
Thank you, Klaus. As Klaus said, I am the Vice President for Research and Economic Development here at UND. What he didn't say is that I'm also the President of the Board of Directors for the University of North Dakota Research Foundation, which owns and operates the building that we're currently sitting in. This REACT facility was built specifically to provide R&D space for activities like this new R&D operation that LM Wind Power is launching. As the person at UND who is responsible for fostering both research and economic development, I am delighted about LM Wind Power's the global R&D operation here on a number of levels. First of all, universities foster economic growth by providing a good education for our students so they can succeed in all kinds of activities and in careers that leverage what they learn at UND. Thus, we're particularly pleased that Kevin Rusk, who is a UND grad and also director of core engineering for LM Wind Power, was one of the key people in leading the charge within LM to make this activity finally happen. Secondly, UND research, particularly in the area of engineering, is a natural fit with the needs of LM Wind Power. We've been working with them for some time at the manufacturing operation here in Grand Forks. But locating LM Wind Power researchers here will take our collaboration to a new level. One of our goals for the research enterprise at UND is to further build our capabilities in what's called materials science, which is the study of the characteristics of various materials like metals and ceramics and plastics that are used in technological applications. The faculty and staff in our School of Engineering and Mines will be able to work with researchers from LM Wind Power on developing better composite materials and polymers, including those that will work better in cold climates like we have here in North Dakota. This is important because the turbine blades are cured outside after they assemble, and also because wind turbines need to operate during winter weather when low temperatures can make a lot of materials rather brittle. In order to further our work in this important area and to jumpstart the collaboration with the new LM Wind Power research here, I've awarded $75,000 to Dr. Cavalli in mechanical engineering and Dr. Tandy in chemical engineering to begin a project that will result in improved resin materials for making turbine blades, increase the abrasion resistance of blades, which get worn by blowing dirt and snow. We have a little of that around here. And to develop better adhesives for use in blade fabrication. This project will also provide excellent opportunities for UND students, both undergraduates and graduate students, to work on research problems that are highly relevant to an important industry. My final reason for being excited about this new development is the overall relationship between UND and LM Wind Power, the largest supplier of components for the wind industry worldwide. North Dakota is the nation's windiest state, and partnering on wind energy research with an industry leader like LM Wind Power seems like an obvious thing to do. UND's new Institute for Energy Studies will also address both research and policy issues in all areas of energy, and it's something where North Dakota has tremendous resources. This partnership with LM Wind Power will put us in a leadership position with respect to wind energy research. So finally, I want to say, Kevin is currently headquartered in Denmark, even though he's from around here. Velkommen.
Now I'd like to ask Mayor Brown to come to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Thiessen. And this is really a big announcement, and I want to congratulate both UND, LM Wind Power, and Grand Forks. And UND's importance to our economic growth in the city cannot be underestimated and is truly appreciated. Today, Grand Forks is taking another exciting step forward in the type of collaborative effort in research, development, and commercialization, as Klaus said earlier, that creates opportunities and it creates jobs. I also want to recognize all the folks at the EDC because they are the oil that keeps our economic engine in Grand Forks moving. So thank you for all they do. And they continue to focus on a strategic long-term growth plan for Grand Forks, and we are glad to see milestones like this on a regular basis. So again, thank you. So once again, thank you to everyone involved and congratulations.
Just a few very quick comments before I open the floor to the media. I would like to personally acknowledge the Dean of Engineering, Dr. Asham El-Rabi-Winnie, for his outstanding leadership, and his team of Michael Mann, Brian Tandy, and Matt Cavalli, which were great to work with. Also, the director of the LM facility, Grand Forks, Mr. Bill Berger Jr. is here with us today, and he provides outstanding leadership. And on a personal note, he's a great guy too, so great to have Bill here. And finally, also thank you to Where You Are, Keith Lund. We did a lot of work on this project over the years, Keith. Great job, and enjoy working with you. So the floor is open to questions now, and I can direct them to any of the individuals if media have questions or they want individual interviews.